welcome to our DedEx stream. Everyone who's just tuning in, you're probably listening to an ad and gonna totally miss the spiel. But I'd like to read our latest email from our inbox. But you haven't sent it to us yet. So email us at DedEx Inc. What is it? Oh my god, I forgot it.
Yep.
DedEx Inc. DedExince, because we hate A's, at gmail.com. Also follow us on Twitter at DedExinc at twitter.com. And we'll tweet sometimes. Did we tweet this week?
No.
No, you didn't.
I don't think so.
Either.
We done messed up.
And there's never any in-game tweets either.
There's very few.
Although that's because
tweets.
you're DMing. So.
Yeah, and here I retweeted it. There we go. I retweeted the October 17th.
Oh God.
On my account, not on the. So that was totally unhelpful.
No, it's on DedEx account.
Our multimedia empire is taking off. All right. So what happened previously?
I'm not able to retweet your retweet.
That's Clincher Joe's going to have to recap because Clark and I didn't get to do crap.
Oh, that's real sad.
We fought a Disamortum after it dropped its head in my bed.
Well, dropped a head.
Well, yeah.
And that was only you and Clint. Or, sorry, Nylandris and...
That's what I said. Shut up.
Yeah. Clark and I would have killed it, clearly. And it's Clark I would have.
Yeah, you guys would have totally killed it. But before that, there's the concert.
Oh, yeah. I didn't do anything during that.
Which Funk totally nailed.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, no, totally had to impersonate our singer friend because he got wasted before the show.
Wasted.
Oh, who's making dinner?
Yes.
Anything.
Oh, is that Michael again?
Yeah.
Cool. Let's. Can you mute Michael?
Yeah, I'll server mute him.
I'll mute myself.
Thank
Wait.
you. That's way better.
I tried to server mute him and he was still.
Michael also lesser restorationed the singer Kodash, so he could even be conscious, and he dispelled magic on the cat, and it's a little girl.
Yeah.
Who knows nothing.
Annabelle's a little girl.
Who knows nothing and won't really talk to us. Only
That's right. We were going to try to trick the grandma to come to our place, and then we could corner her and kill her.
Well, maybe not kill her. See how she reacts.
Well, and then kill her.
Killing seems a little harsh.
She has more hit points than all of us combined. We're not going to kill her.
Yeah, not likely.
I mean, I will, but I will be running away while I do it. So
I'm going to play that.
I have a feeling you would probably be the first to die.
He's already dead.
Nah, because I can teleport to other planes or just, outside the building and run.
What makes you think she can't do the same thing?
Fair. But that probably keeps me from being the first to die. I'll be like third.
She doesn't have a legendary action, so she can act before you.
Again.
Or during you.
Also,
Again,
yes.
she'd probably kill Alpo or Nylandris first.
Probably. I mean, probably Alpa because he's a jerk, but
Go for the strongest first, so he should kill him. That and I could keep you all alive, defend you, and resurrect you, so it makes sense to kill the healer.
Is there no Abelix either?
No, he's out watching the old lady right now.
Oh no, I mean like for today though. There's no Adam.
I have no idea.
He
We might
said he
be
would be
screwed.
coming, but he's obviously not here yet.
Oh yeah.
He'll probably be here shortly.
What
He's
about
got
Owen?
the longest ride back.
What about Owen?
No idea.
Okay.
So,
Weaknesses from the thing that the Disimortum. Was there any, or how did you fight it? Because I wasn't listening.
We ran away.
Oh, are we in the office now?
Yeah.
I shot a couple
Okay.
bolts at
it's
it.
the next day. Immediately after having your home invaded and chasing off whatever invaded, you promptly went back to sleep. Well,
No, I went and watched TV first.
Sunk went to sleep, and Nylandris was staring at a cupboard for a while.
Yeah, I was watching TV.
I was a little fish-faced.
I mean, do you guys think you dreamt this, or did this actually happen?
They have a head that was severed and left with a note. So
I would
mean,
assume
there's
that it's real then.
Whose
There's
head is it? Do we
everything.
know?
Again, I was a little fish-faced.
It's my head.
Your head?
Yep.
So
it's just
what's
some
that,
random head.
from like a previous victim, or
No,
Presumably.
a future victim.
Well, previously discovered, we have no idea. But
Not likely, but
have we gotten the newspapers from the newspaper guy yet?
Yeah, they brought him in this morning. Dropped off the previous, year's worth of papers.
How fortuitous that they dropped him off right after I remind you. We could try to get some gold by selling this story to the newspaper.
oh, and we could give him the head since we probably won't need it.
we could. The city would probably not be terribly happy with us, but we can do it.
I mean, we're contractors. There wasn't an NDA in our contract.
I don't think anything technically illegal happened either. We just happened to have a head, which we shouldn't.
Well, a head got left in your place. If anything, you have a crime to report.
What? Is that a crime? Is it illegal for other people to leave heads in my house? I'm just
If it's
asking
not,
for a friend.
expect the delivery soon.
I'm just asking for a friend.
Well, it depends on if you invited them in or not. Could be trespassing.
I don't think they invited the Disimortum in. But, so, I mean, we could, talk to that guy and try to see if he'll give us anything for the story or anything.
For that, because we're all about making gold right now, so some of us won't pay.
Otherwise, it's a week till the next concert, right?
Yep. There's some other important events, but,
How long is it until we get our shipment of the bolts?
That should be this week, isn't it?
that
Should be
would
in a day or
be
two.
tomorrow.
We definitely need to be there for that.
And then that means a week from tomorrow is when we have to give them the ship.
Yep.
And otherwise, there's the little girl, but we still don't have detect magic because Yekel's not around. So we can't, try to find out anything about her locket. And she hates us all anyway.
I think I have detect magic.
No, identify.
Oh,
We need identify. Detect magic will, tell us that it's magical, but we need something to tell us, what it does.
yeah. I don't think I have that.
What I missed?
Ablix is back.
Hello.
You missed the recap, so you have no idea what's going on.
Abelix has been keeping an eye on that grandmother Wiltrude. But right now it's Yekel's shift, and Abelix comes back to the office to check in with you guys, see what happened after the day.
So, what happened?
Ross, we just recapped.
Well, yeah, but now you have to, in character, tell Abelix what happened.
Well,
We
I
did
was
some stuff,
asleep, so.
and some things happened.
I'm
Eric,
going.
Joe and Clint fought the. Sorry, what are their names? Nylandris and
Thwack.
Disemortem when it tried to rape Joe in his bed.
Yep.
They were really drunk, so they didn't really fight. They just kind of ran away.
Yep.
And then the little cat was actually the little girl that we were looking for, Abigail.
Nice.
Annabelle.
Annabelle.
And she won't talk to us. She has a magic locket, but won't let us see it. And we did the concert, went down without a hitch with Clint impersonating Kodash because he lost his voice on drugs.
Oh, great.
So we made like
That about sums it up.
gold or something.
Yeah, why couldn't you come up with
Right.
that? Seems pretty straightforward to me.
Oh yeah, the Disemortem left a head in Joe's bed
Yep.
with a note saying, "Keep your nose clean."
And there is no
Yeah.
nose on the head.
Yeah, the head has been drilled out via the nose.
Dang. I didn't know that.
Jeez.
For the next concert, tomorrow we get the bolts.
Magic bolts, which would have been really useful last night.
Yep.
Or arrows, actually, sorry. Magic arrows.
Always scan this section.
Cool.
We forget anything else? I think that's it.
No. Yeah, that was it.
We're gonna chill for the concert, or do we have a secondary plan?
There's a knocking at the door.
Oh god. Kill it with fire.
Off with its head.
Who's our doorman?
Sorry, I'll open the door. I was muted.
I'll do
I
it.
will. Well, I'm the Secretary of Defense.
Well, you were
Wiltrude is at
not
the
defending.
door. Or, not Wiltrude. Wallhorn is at the door. He says, sorry, I'm a little late. He just walks in.
We
Oh
totally.
yeah, he had another job. He had another job we might be able to do.
Oh yeah. See, I told you there was something we were forgetting. Okay, let's hear it. Let's go sit at this table here, in the middle of my office.
Okay. Goes over. Sits down.
We'll get an empty mug.
It's very kind of you.
He's like, all right. Once again, I apologize for ink last night. He has a bit of a dream lily problem. Although he hasn't ever done it the day of a concert before. I will try to keep him on a shorter leash next week.
You should check him into rehab. It's escalating.
He needs to be a little bit more productive to be able to afford some of the medical cures to prove his dependency. Don't worry about it. I'll focus on him. You guys just keep him alive from external threats.
Speaking of which,
What's the new job? Who do we get to kill?
Well, it's actually two separate jobs, but they are a little bit related. First of all, as I'm sure you have heard, next mole is going to be the race of the 8 wins. This is a citywide event. Everyone gets quite festive. I would like you guys to work as my personal bodyguard retinue. I have some bets to place, and should I win, I would like an escort back home.
All right.
What if you lose?
Then I may need an escort back home.
I say we do like 5% of his winnings, not
Uh,
knowing what they are.
5% would be quite generous. Yes, I believe I could swing that deal. Let's go 10 gold for the day, plus a percentage of any of my winnings.
Sounds reasonable.
5% of your winnings.
10 gold
Right?
is like the most we've ever
That's
made.
fair.
10 gold and 5% of the winnings. That sounds good to me.
That sounds fair.
Now, is there anything we need to worry about for instance, making sure things happen to go right for you?
Well, I would not condone cheating of any sort. No, that would be too high profile. No, I mostly plan on going to the more local betting venues. I don't foresee any particular difficulties. The Lucky Nine sets up a tent on the outside that has a fairly good view of the race. And I am partial to them as an organization. So I will be going over there. On a related note, as part of the scheduled entertainment at this Lucky Nine's tent is the band's Cassie and the Shifters. Have you perchance heard of them?
Have we?
I don't think we
So
have.
can I recite some of their music?
No. That's fine. That is unimportant. The lutist for Cassie and the Shifters is a former client of mine who, left me behind when he broke big. I would like to remind him of his roots, so to speak.
I'm gonna crack my knuckles and
I can't hear you. Will you please come around the corner?
He's gonna crack his knuckles and fondle his genitals, I think.
I'm gonna crack my knuckles and look at him eagerly.
Okay. Excellent. I wouldn't dare pay you for some hit job on a poor man. However, after he plays in the concert, I'm sure that he will be walking home with some valuable goods that it would be beneficial for both of us if he were relieved of them.
What kind of valuable goods?
His loot for one, plus any earnings he earned after playing such a prestigious event.
What type of guards does he have? Security.
I am not sure. You'll have to case him out while we're at the race.
Okay. Are we looking to just make sure he loses the goods, or that they should make it into someone else's hands?
Oh, I don't care what happens to the goods. Smash everything up. Take it, sell it for your own well-being. It doesn't matter. It's just
I think basically he just wants the guy to get beat up, and we get to keep anything we find on him rather than getting paid.
Wait, should we kill him, or?
Precisely. No. Heavens, no.
How are these two jobs related?
They both have to do with the
Well-
festival.
Yes, once we are at the Lucky Nine's tent, I can point out which of the shifters it is. The
But
lute
is he
player.
gonna be singing until the end when you find out if you've won or not? So we're gonna have to split up to beat him up and protect you, or what?
Well, once you know who he is, you can get to him whenever. It would be most beneficial if you got him afterwards, and I don't think it will require all of you to escort me home, particularly if I don't come out on top.
Do you know where he's staying right now so we can scout early?
I have no idea. I only know that he's playing on Mole at the event, and otherwise he does a good job avoiding my inquiries.
So what type of issues are you expecting to have if you win or lose? Like, what should we prepare for?
Oh, I would just feel more comfortable having an armed escort should my winnings be exaggerated.
Well, who are you betting against?
I'm betting against the house.
Is it general? You have a lot of money and want protection, or are there particular people who might be gunning for you?
Well, there are people who don't like me, but in this instance, I'm just concerned after the recent attack on my client that there may be some individuals after me as well. We don't know exactly who or why Inc. was attacked. And if I'm somehow associated with them, I'm a target. They could be used to get back at him. But for the most part, should I win, I don't want all of the other patrons around me getting jealous and handsy.
Deal.
What are you going to be carrying your winnings in?
I have a bag of holding that I will bring with me.
Are you going to be
Excellent.
holding on to this, I assume?
Yes. Yes, I
So
just
where do you live from the event then? How far do we have to go? To a bank or where are we going?
Oh, yes, we will go to the bank first to deposit my winnings. After that, I just live in the center bridge.
Cool.
Easy enough.
So is our mission to get you to the bank and home, or just to the bank?
Oh, to the bank and then home. Yeah, as long as
So-
I'm not being followed.
When do we get paid during these stops?
I will pay you once we arrive at the bank. I will deposit the rest of my winnings and give you your dues there. Is this agreeable?
Is it a nighttime event, or what time will we be leaving?
No, it is during the day. It would be much too dangerous to be flying around in the evening at such speeds. No. It's a daytime event.
I'll
Trying to
slam
think
my
of what
fist on the
spells.
table and say deal.
Excellent.
Is this like tomorrow or something?
Day after tomorrow.
We're all going to be busy with a giant tidal wave then.
Wow.
Wait, what?
That was bad.
Isn't that the movie, Day After
Yeah.
Tomorrow? Yeah.
Oh, God.
Ross got it.
Well, excellent. Once again, I will try to get Ink under control. Hopefully he'll get a gig at the Diamond Theater after this stint with the 10 Torches. 10 Torches is a great crowd, but not the most prestigious place to play.
All right. Sounds good.
Well, I will come by the office here before the event the day after tomorrow.
Alrighty.
Well, good day, sirs. And then he leaves.
The second he leaves, I'm going to turn to everyone and say in their minds, we have to double cross this guy.
You're the good guy.
I know, that's why I wanted to cross him. He wants us to attack some guy who just got famous. Yeah, so I'm not with his jam.
Plus, like 5%, if that's like 50 gold, like we'd be in some pretty good money.
I want to actually do the job. It's easy enough to like.
But if we mugged him, we would literally never have to do another job.
Well, I should probably reiterate. Clark brings the point. I'm the good guy, so I don't want to mug the other guy.
Well,
I think we should.
that's fine. We can always like work something out with the other guy and just tell him, you know, let us superficially hit you a little bit, and then you'll be done, and go tell Allhorn you're sorry, and he won't send anyone else after you.
Yeah, but I also would want to discourage this guy from sending anyone after anyone, right?
I mean, it doesn't have to be you.
What do you mean?
You can escort. You can escort, and I'll take care of the other. I'll take care of the.
Yeah, I'll probably stay with the money bags too.
I mean, it's a pretty poor argument.
I'm just saying, like, this is money.
I will attempt to deceive Adam into believing that I will make sure the Ludus doesn't get harmed.
Ooh, there you go.
21. So you have to roll an insight against that.
He could choose to succeed if he wanted.
I still have whatchamacallit, advantage on my insight check for my focus. But still not good enough.
I still win. Yes!
Okay, so he's not going to be harmed, but we still need to alert him to the threat. And I think we need to do something to stop future threats out of what was this guy's name who just came in? Warthog?
Wallhorn.
Oh, Wallhorn. Because, you know, anyone who's doing that kind of behavior is clearly a shady individual. We want to...
It's showbiz.
It's showbiz. The guy probably, like, didn't pay people like Ink did to his previous bodyguards, which is the only reason we have a job now.
He said that he just forgot him when he got big, so he probably was his manager and then switched managers or something.
I mean, look, you don't get big without going little Kevin Spacey, all right?
Wow.
Too soon.
Too soon.
Too much.
I mean, you know, crime doesn't permit crime. So bad behavior doesn't prevent bad behavior, you know what I mean?
He's not like trying to ruin the guy's business or anything.
He kind of is. You know, this guy's a musician. You're stealing his loot and possibly breaking his hands, you know?
We were told we could do what we wanted. So we could always leave him his loot, take a little gold, and hit him in the stomach and tell him, you know, don't be a dick. We won't. We totally won't. We totally won't
tell him anything either.
Yeah. I believe you that you won't hurt him for some reason. But we could go to the other guy and get more money out to protecting him from the other guy, and then
but how evil is that?
Well,
especially
and then
the guy we just
up,
told we would be helping,
right? But then we follow up to make sure that that guy gets justice brought to him through the guards or whatever else.
Wallhorn won't even know as long as because like he can't find the shifter, so Wallhorn will only really have our word on what happens, you know. So we can always tell Wallhorn message was received, and just let this guy go underground.
Well, my opinion still stands that as the lawful good character of the group, that we need to prevent further bad stuff from happening.
As
and
lawful
stopping the
good
Wall
character, we should do evil.
What? No.
I
I
mean,
refrain from voting, and I'm just going to stay with
Well-
Warhorn anyway.
Yeah, if the good guys can go with Wallhorn, the chaotic or the neutral guys can handle the other part of it. We'll make sure no lasting harm comes to anyone on either side.
I think that's a reasonable option. I mean, if you really wanted to like set him straight, you would actually like talk to him, like talk to Wallhorn.
Either that or bring him to have them. It's not our business to bring him to justice. We need to alert justice of him.
But
Yeah,
like,
but he's just gonna bribe a guard and they're gonna go beat him up for him or something.
I mean, maybe, but we still have our civic duty to uphold the law.
I will pull out our charter that says we're allowed to do things for the law, and just tell them that it falls under
we're not,
Section B.57A.
as an organization, we do not have a civic duty to be good. We have a civic duty to be lawful at best.
We're terrible people.
Well, I can see your point that we don't have to necessarily be good. But my character thinks that our organization should be good.
That I can understand.
Especially as the CEO of the organization.
You carry some weight, I suppose. I mean.
The ludus won't get hurt, and we'll wear a disguise so it can't be tied back to DedEx.
All right, look. So that we don't lose any souls, I will go tell Wallhorn that we won't beat up the ludist. Is that acceptable?
But we can get money. We need 300 gold. We have bills to pay.
I know,
Yes.
but 5%
I mean, if we
plus
don't
10
get the
gold.
Yeah, but that's assuming that we get Wallhorn back successfully and that he wins. If he
Well,
doesn't
I mean,
win, then we still need more gold.
We'll be
Otherwise,
kind of
3 of us are going to die.
We're going to be
We
kind of
also
boned if
don't
we don't
want-
get that gold.
We also don't want Wallhorn to get mad and take away the other job because we won't beat up the ludist.
Yeah.
Oh, I would
okay.
definitely.
If
My
I
character
go
would prefer
talk to
me having the
Wallhorn,
jobs for sure.
yeah. If I go talk to Wallhorn, I'll make sure that everything's okay because they're not going to fire us or anything like that because they need me basically.
Sure.
That way we can satisfy both the moral requirements for this and otherwise.
Airvax has already convinced me that we're not going to hurt the other guys, so I'm not concerned about that.
Well,
I
yeah,
just
but
think we should take further steps.
and again, if we don't accept his money and we are short next week, a couple people are going to lose their souls.
Yeah. Well, that's on us. It's not on them.
Yeah,
That
that's
doesn't
what I'm
prevent
saying.
healing. Yeah.
It's on all of us to make sure we get that money. So sometimes we have to make some sacrifices.
The only other good character here, I think, is on mute or in the bathroom, Nylandris. Not saying anything.
Can you hear me?
I mean, he's
Hello?
mostly good.
Yeah, I can
No,
hear
we
you
can't
now.
hear you.
Oh, okay.
If-
I said
If
something earlier.
anything, we can take the job, and we'll go, and rather than jump the shifter, we'll escort him back, and maybe he'll give us a couple bucks, and then we tell Wallhorn that behavior won't fly, and we won't work with Kodash if he tries to use us in that manner again.
Oh, that's pretty good. Not quite bringing him to justice, but good enough, I suppose.
So, what are you doing?
But we already
hey,
did
nothing.
something, technically.
Yeah, I can catch up to him and tell him.
All right, you're gonna chase after Wallhorn.
Yeah, I'll go.
He's like heading back towards the theater. He's like, "Oh, hello, Funk. What's up?
But,
So look, about the breaking somebody's kneecaps thing.
Yeah? No, again, I would
Well-
never tell you to do such a thing.
No. Don't worry.
Certainly not pay you to do anything of the sort.
No.
He's just sort of like looks around nervously. It was a metaphorical exchange of ideas I wished you to have with him.
Well, even if it was a hypothetical, which it's not, we probably shouldn't be involved in that kind of thing.
Well, of course not. I would never think you would be involved in such a thing.
Okay. Well, just wanted to make that clear. Unfortunately, there are certain elements in our, organization who are uncomfortable doing that kind of thing.
Oh, no, of course. You are on the up and up. We are merely having a bodyguard detail escorting me around tomorrow.
Of course. Awesome.
The day after
Okay.
tomorrow. During the race.
Then let's just pretend that, we never had that conversation even amongst our
I
organization.
don't even know what you're talking about.
Excellent. And we will see you then.
Good day.
I have no idea if you just accepted the job or didn't. I couldn't really tell.
I can't talk about it out loud.
Think we're okay?
I think we're okay.
All right. Investigation check. I'm just gonna believe you.
Perfect. Who has the severed head? Did you guys just leave it as a decoration in the house?
Yeah, I hung it
No,
up.
we set it on the
Alright,
table in
TV.
front of Annabelle.
In front of Annabelle.
Right, I put it right there.
This is your parents. They're watching over you.
Is it actually? We don't know. Do we?
No, it's not.
All right, just double checking.
Both the bodies had heads still, and there was.
I mean,
Yeah, I guess it could have disappeared afterwards.
it could have disappeared afterwards. We gave it to the cops. You never know.
You sure
The
did.
cops could be in on it.
Those monsters.
It's really hard to draw circles.
All right. So what are we gonna do
hold
today? Are we
down.
gonna...
Is
Control.
Yackle here?
I only have one hand at the moment.
No, Yekel's out.
The cat
No.
laying on me.
He's on his way.
Oh, okay. I was gonna have him identify the girl's locket, but I'll ask. Are we gonna tell the grandma that the girl has been found?
I think we should just see her reaction and see what happened. But I bet Annabelle's gonna want to go with her.
We can always hide
Possibility.
Annabelle for the time being and tell her she's with Protective Services.
So then
We sent her to
confront the
CPS.
grandma in here, saying that we know she's stronger than she is.
Or we just go tell her at her house.
It's a possibility. Or we could just consult her about it.
So is Annabelle sleeping right now?
There we go. Hey. No, she's awake.
Could I have Nero ask if he could see her necklace as he brings her breakfast or whatever?
No, she's wearing, or she keeps it like under her shirt. Like, she pulled it out to show you, but then it has put it back.
I don't think any of us has identify other than Yackle anyway, right?
Mm-hmm.
So
How long does it take to cast Identify?
Like 10 minutes.
Yeah, it's a ritual.
I mean, he could do it. I'm sure he'd be willing. He's just out watching Grandma Wiltord right now.
Some other lady.
did you guys explore around your house to see where the dismortem ran off to?
No, it was like 3 in the morning, and we were drunk.
Did you do it in the morning?
No, we didn't have a chance to do it.
Well, we can always go do that.
They probably felt safe and secure enough to fall asleep.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we're used to it.
I certainly did.
I didn't really care that my bed was covered in blood.
It usually is, isn't it?
Just another Friday night for Nylanders.
Exactly.
He loves to bathe in the blood of his enemies.
I can
Or
only
my
assume.
allies, really.
Oh, it's from enemies. I assumed it was yours because you're missing wings.
What?
I mean, we haven't seen you with your wings out in a while. Just saying.
I don't. They're not
He
actual wings.
chopped his wings off.
Yeah, and
I don't have wings just attached to me.
uh-huh.
I sprout them
Bird
when
guy,
I
you're
use
just
radiance.
jealous.
Creepy.
Bird guy, you're just jealous.
Yeah, you're just jealous
can
you don't
fly
have
in-
wings either. Don't hate me
Yes.
because you ain't me.
You're not wrong.
So what are we gonna do? We could
Well-
go look around your guys' place. We could go talk to Grandma Wiltrude.
Probably a
we
good idea.
Kind of wait until we go pick up the magic arrows.
I don't allow dead people in my house.
Too
Yeah, we
late for
can
that.
shuffle about, and I'm fine with progressing onward after that.
What was that?
We can go check about the house, and then I'm okay progressing on after that. Just fast forwarding.
Okay.
Same.
The only other thought is that we can ask Annabelle what she wants to do.
Well, she said that she knew Wiltrude and that she's
Yeah.
always been nice.
But that's
so,
it.
I mean, it's not but it's not like she appeared out of nowhere.
True.
She's been there for a while, and she's not a fiend.
True,
but she
but
is unnaturally strong. So
she's unnaturally strong. And this is also like saying, okay, your parents are dead, now you're going to go live with your neighbor you met a couple times.
well, I don't know
Is that
who
not
else
normal?
is going to take care of her. The last time her parents died, she got left on a door outside on the street, so she's used to it. She's tough.
I mean, we are right now.
The last time her parents died, she became a cat, so...
Well,
Well,
there's that.
I mean the time when her birth parents died and she showed up on these parents' doorstep.
You assume they died.
Okay, well, when they disappeared or decided they didn't want her.
Or she was
Well-
kidnapped.
But Wiltrude might know more about like what's going on if we talk to her and tell her we found the girl. And we might be able to she might pay us or something too for making sure at least she's safe.
Or she wants the girl for herself, and the girl was hiding from her.
Or rather, being hidden.
Yeah. I think
And that's true
the more
too,
likely
but that's
scenario.
why I don't think we ever bring the girl directly to her.
Right.
She knows where we work.
We'll hide her in one of our 3 houses. Safe houses, man.
I mean, it's not like we've been compromised in terms of houses.
Yeah, it can't be our house.
I mean, I think the Dismortem can track all of us anywhere. We don't know about Wiltrude. If she could track the Dismortem, she probably would have.
So we're going to your guys' apartment though anyway right now, right?
Yeah, sounds like it.
Okay. If that's really what you guys want to do.
We're fast forwarding.
To your apartment.
Obviously.
Bum, bum, bum. There's just 5 of you, right? Right.
The whole way over, I lecture Thunk and Nylandris on what you're supposed to do if you find an intruder in your house, which is obviously kill them.
I block it out of my memory.
What intruder?
Yeah, we invited them there.
I'm just gonna walk in the front door and in Nylander's voice say, "I'm watching TV."
Perfect. Perfect. He's learning.
Nope, there it is.
Okay, there's a large box, and there it went. Al Pacino
Excuse you,
dresses.
sir. You didn't ask to come into my bedroom? Or take me out to
I
dinner
thought
first?
I thought we were investigating,
Yeah, still my house.
but now it's a crime scene.
No, it's not.
I'm gonna climb up on the roof of the house.
Okay, make a climb check. A athletics/acrobatics, whichever one you want.
I'm gonna cast light on Al Pacino's eyes.
You jump up onto the roof. That's a heck of a vertical you got.
Cool. I'm gonna go towards like the back edge over the windows by Nylandris' room.
Mhm.
And I want to like look over there to see if there's any signs of it like swinging up or down into the window or being on this part of the roof at all.
Sure, make an investigation check.
Damn it.
No, you don't find any signs of any movements or anything. No trail or tracks or messed up anything. It all looks
Have
like
you
a
guys-
normal house.
Have any of you guys touched the head since it was placed in the bed?
Yeah, they
Yeah.
brought
on the
it.
table.
They brought it to work with them.
Oh, dang it. Okay, well, in the future, don't mess with the crime scenes, because I could have done psychic investigation.
You still could. There's blood all over
No,
my bed.
I'm
Yeah, I
gonna
could
climb
look at
down
the
and
wall.
tell. I'm gonna climb down and tell Nylandris in the future he should hunter's mark it so he can find it later.
What?
In the future, hunters
Yeah, I
mark it
heard
so
you.
you can find it later.
Saying it louder doesn't help, it just makes it dumber.
Hunter's mark, you know where it is.
Russ, I'm gonna.
When he
cast
says it,
detect-
he means the dismemortum, not the head.
Oh, I was
I'm gonna
gonna
cast
say, what the
detect magic.
shit? And it's also only within 90 feet.
Yeah, that's fair.
That's where you can. That's where you can like cast it. That doesn't mean that's how far it's effective.
Go ahead and cast Detect Magic.
I already did.
You don't detect any magic.
Well, it's
doesn't have
concentrated
anything-
for 10 minutes.
Oh, to make you. I just gain advantage on finding it. It doesn't tell me where it is.
I thought it did tell you where it is, but okay.
That's Adam's thing.
Yeah.
Lame.
Because, you know, psychic crap is broken.
Basically.
I mean, until he gets into combat, and then he's basically useless.
100% useless.
Adam's OP at role playing. He could be OP at all of it if he picked the right psychic stuff. So
Yeah. What's so fun in that?
Yeah, especially since we don't ever have combat.
Adam does
Yeah,
all the role
exactly.
play, and I do all the fighting.
How's that working out for you?
Great. It's super fun.
you didn't even fight. You ran away.
Listen, bitch. I literally couldn't get close to it. It scared me for a minute.
Well, not a full minute.
It was 6 turns? Long enough.
Throw your trident.
Yeah, and not have an ability, or not have a weapon after that?
Yeah.
Why are we casting things out of a random website?
Because he
Yeah,
doesn't
get all
know
my spells.
how to He didn't put them into the game at all.
Lazy.
Yeah, I know.
Way easier this way.
Is
Hey,
it?
Yeko!
Hi.
Hey, you're
Sorry,
alive.
Discord said the hamsters fell off the wheels.
Oh no.
That's not normal.
Yeah.
Did you put them back on the wheels?
Yeah, I rebooted my phone and apparently that did it, but
Hooray. Alright. So, anything else to investigate at this house?
Adam did his psionic investigation, I thought.
Yeah, I lost voice right when I did that, but I guess on the window is the best.
Or the ceiling?
Or on the ceiling above the
Yeah,
bed.
that's where it was perched, I guess would be the word.
Yeah, the problem is I think it only tells me within the last hour if he didn't hold it. I guess I could see. Can I see who's the last person to hold the ceiling?
He held on to the ceiling.
Yeah, you could.
Well, he would have held like my sheets because the head was under my sheets.
Yeah, but did you touch him?
Yeah, you
were
also
right.
slept on them.
So you'd be the. I'd see you.
That's fine.
Great.
Alright. What are you doing your psychic investigation on?
The ceiling above Nylandris's bed.
Is like the chair or the table or anything knocked over?
Nope. Okay. Learn that events that occurred within 20 feet of the object within the past hour. And yeah, so you're in events. A few basic facts about the ceiling. Just a mental image from the thing's point of view. The last creature to interact with the ceiling in the last 24 hours was when Aravax walked across the ceiling to
Damn it.
to
I
investigate.
walked across the roof, not the ceiling.
Oh, yeah, I know, but it's all like one big thing.
Oh man. I will compliment Aravax on his shoes then.
He does have great shoes.
And then I'll yell at him for ruining the crime scene.
I yell at Nylandris for running away.
I tell you to get out of my house!
What?
Okay, I will leave.
I love how confused Owen is.
Anything else you're gonna do in the house?
I'm gonna eat.
I'm not.
I don't think so.
I'm gonna watch TV.
Same.
Alright, cool. You guys disappointingly head back to the DedEx HQ, where you find Yekel waiting for you.
Oh, what's up?
Hey.
Where's Wiltrude?
Dead.
Yekel got bored.
Hey, that's my character.
Why am I not surprised?
Wiltrude wasn't doing anything but acting like a little old lady.
For like days on end.
While we're in this room, I will, in a low voice, tell Yekel that the cat was the little girl and she has a magic necklace and would like him to identify it, but she doesn't want us to see the necklace.
Okay. I can cast, basically identify as a ritual.
Yeah, we know it's magic, but we don't know what it
Exactly
does.
what we need.
Okay, I'll identify it.
Do you have to be touching the object?
I don't think so.
Do you have a link for it?
No, it's in that PDF.
What's the spell called?
Identify
Magical
as-
item analysis. It's an attribute I have.
Oh, so that's from the revised artificer?
If identify requires touch, then this requires touch.
It does require touch.
Okay.
Yeah, so you have to basically be holding it for a minute.
So let's see if we can get Nero
And
to
it
help.
costs 100 gold pieces worth of ingredients.
Whoa! We don't have that kind of money.
Yeah, no.
Shit.
I don't think I have to have the
If it has a
Material
monetary
component.
value, then yeah, you do.
Well, it's not a spell for him; it's a ability. So that's why he might not have to have it. I'll go to D&D next and get it.
I mean, we know the necklace is magical.
Let me see
Yeah.
if I can find that.
You did. I thought you did detect magic or something. We know
I-
it's
I
supposed to
didn't.
be magical.
So magical item analysis does detect magic and identify.
Well, I can cast detect magic just to verify that it is even magical. Great meow.
And you can cast them as rituals. You don't need to provide a material component when casting identify.
Oh, hey, cool.
I'm not gonna cast it.
Broken. You're not?
No.
Okay. When you finish casting detect magic, she doesn't give it to you. Because you can do it, and because Al Pacino decided he didn't want to do it. But there's no magical items or auras affecting Annabelle.
Wait,
I thought
detect
there
magic
was, but maybe not.
identify as like a aura.
What?
Detect magic like identifies an aura around objects as well.
There is not one.
So she told us it was magic, but it's not.
Well, I think we assumed it.
Yeah, I think.
I
we
thought
just
she
assumed
said
it was.
something about how it was magic. Because you asked if her parents had given her anything.
Well, yeah, and that was it. And I think we
Yeah.
leapt to the assumption that that must be the magic thing.
She said it was magical and would protect her.
Oh, okay.
Stupid little girl. Parents don't even love you.
I'm going to yell at her. They lied. It's not even magic. No, I'm not. I'm going to stay in the other room.
You know, some other
She already-
magic saved you, not them.
She already doesn't like you.
Do we want to talk to Wiltrude, or do we just want to go get our magic arrows tomorrow?
Let's just wait and get our magic arrows.
Yeah,
If
magic
we
arrows.
do have to fight Wiltrude, I'd rather have them.
Well, I just mean talk in general.
I
Because
mean,
it kind of
yeah.
heads off what happens if she just shows up here and Nero or somebody lets her in, or she knows Annabelle's around. You know?
I think we talked to Nero about that. He's aware of the circumstances.
Yeah, she still might be able to detect that the girl's there though, now that she's not a cat.
Probably not, or she would have been able to find. Well, maybe, I don't know. She would have found her by now, I would think. But let's just move time forward. Keep things rolling.
Rolling on high. Alright, so nothing happens the next evening. No one's randomly attacked in their bedroom.
Woo! Thank God.
I know, so boring. I finally give Nylandris his fight, and he just spends the whole thing running away, not even fighting.
What I do?
So very, very sad. And you guys head over to the little park and the shrine with the traveler. Bonk.
Yes?
I said bonk. You're thunk.
Oh, right.
And you arrive. You're here. And you find the man with his airship already docked. And he's waiting for you. Once again, he's got a large turban covering most of his head, except an area where 2 horns are sticking out, 2 small horns, and he has a robe that completely covers his body, head to toe, except for his incredibly long arms, which, if he laid at his side, would dangle on the ground.
He's pretty creepy.
And he's got his big old backpack full of wares. As you approach, he waves at you and puts his backpack down and pulls out a quiver full of arrows.
He's exceptionally creepy.
And he turns and looks back at you and he says, "So, do you have my stones?"
Oh shit! Were we supposed to get something for the arrows too?
No?
Yes. We agreed upon stones of far speech.
Oh, yes. Yekel has those.
Here we go.
Ah, excellent. And here's your quiver of 30 radiant arrows.
Ooh, fancy.
Do you happen to have payment for the information I gave you yet?
Not yet.
No, you don't, I see. Well, remember you have 1 more week to get me what I asked you.
Don't you worry.
Is there anything else you would like to trade?
Do you collect heads at all?
It depends on the magical properties.
This head was killed by a disimortum.
Ah, yes, the creature you're hunting. I don't believe killing a creature gives its properties that are magical or valuable inherently. If the creature that was killed was magical, it could have some properties, I suppose.
So just wandering around with a stupid head.
You don't want to buy this head from us?
You brought it with you.
But it's mine. Why are you trying to sell my head?
I sell it. I'm just seeing if it's worth
The
anything.
Disimortum gave it to me as a gift. I'm a little delusional.
No, that looks like a perfectly normal and useless severed head, although I suppose it may be valuable to the family from whence it came.
I take it back,
Possibly.
and then I walk away.
I see.
Alright, now I have the head.
So you do not have any other trades you would like to make?
Not unless you want something.
I am open to purchase anything of substantial value.
What about a little girl?
Whoa.
I could find many uses for a little girl.
What would you
Whoa.
This guy's creepy. Let's get out of here.
What would you like?
Yeah, Michael's really
exchange.
fucking creepy. Let's leave him.
Yeah, let's leave him.
Is this Kevin Spacey too?
Oh, God.
Oh.
No, Kevin Spacey doesn't like girls.
Can I do
No.
a grappling check on Michael to drag him away? I'm noping the fuck out of here.
What sort of goods would you like in exchange for? I'm always open for persons.
Can I grapple Michael and drag him away?
Yeah, sure.
I have a 24 on athletics.
I
give
just
him
want to see
assistance.
how gross this guy is.
I give him assistance.
I need to know who we're dealing
Roll
with.
athletics, Michael. It's a contest. Lower than a 24 and I pull you away.
Do our athletics combine to make us stronger?
Hold on, I'm going.
Your guidance. Oh.
Yeah, I'm pulling him away.
Yep. We out.
Even with guidance.
We out.
If you're willing, I would be able to purchase him as well if he's bothering you.
We're gone.
Now
I'm
we're
gone.
talking.
I'm dragging him.
Oh, I see.
I might
Thank
be
you
willing
for
to
your
beat up the guy in the
business.
street. I'm not
Hey.
willing to sell a little girl.
I turn around and say, "How much do you want for the undead guy?"
What a shame. How about
Or how much
you?
do you offer?
He
Rather?
looks at Nylanders. Is there anything a creature such as yourself would like to buy?
that undead guy that you just saw. is
Maybe-
bothering him.
Maybe something to hide those eyes in case you need to go incognito.
Oh, damn it! I've been muted. Wait,
Yes,
what?
you have been.
I said I'm up for selling the undead guy you asked about a second ago.
The undead? No, I thought you were upset with the man.
He's already up for sale, anyways.
No, I'm not selling Al Pacino. I'll sell the undead guy.
Yeah, the undead guy's already too.
In another week, I may be willing to purchase him, should he not already be mine.
Okay, we'll discuss then.
Damn it,
Very
I
good.
thought you were supposed to be good too, Joe.
Yeah, but you're my mortal enemy.
Joe doesn't know how to play good.
He's good. He's getting rid of the undead creature.
Yeah, I don't like undead. I'm a paladin.
Actually, he kind of has a point.
He ruins all of my detect magic.
Detect magic, yes, there is.
And he smells terrible.
If you have nothing else you'd like to trade, I suppose I will be on my way.
I'm still pulling Alpa out towards the gate.
Well
I think
then,
we're good. Safe travels.
very well. You as well. Goes and gets back on his airship.
Trying to sell a little girl.
Is there? I forget. Are there guards in our area, or like some sort of like census building that I can go ask about this head and see if they recognize it?
There's a guard station in the wards.
Is there a census building? Hey, you guys know this guy?
You could.
We found him. You know who he is?
He could go up to the the center plateau and report him to the warden tower, or bring it to the warden towers.
Well, I thought we were gonna sell it to the paper.
What? Why the hell would we sell some guy's severed head?
I don't want to sell the head. I want to
Why the
sell
hell
the
not?
story. I want to sell the story.
Okay,
We might
then
need
you
the
go
head
sell the
for
story,
proof.
and I'll go figure out who the head is.
We might need the head for proof, though. So
By the way, the arrows are magical arrows that are normal, other than they do an additional 1d4 points of radiant damage to anything they hit.
Ooh, fancy.
Who uses
So
the
does
bow?
that make the arrows magical themselves though?
Yes.
Ross, are they one use only? Because technically, you're allowed to recover like half the arrows you use after a battle if you stick around to search. Are they still magical if you pick them back up, or are they just normal?
No, they might still be. If they're not broken, then they would still be magical.
Okay, so Clint, make sure you always go pick up half the arrows you shoot.
You got it.
That's that's what it says under ammunition in PHP.
Yeah.
And I'm going to start crafting new standing stones.
Yeah.
That's
You've
a
also
week.
finished crafting the grappling hook attachment.
Ooh, did it work?
You have to roll your crafting check.
Mm.
Do you have like a tools or something that you would roll?
Yep, hold on, I gotta get trick or treat.
Dude, Beggar's Night is over in many.
Most places.
that was only a Des Moines area thing. Ross.
Yeah, he's in the Des Moines area.
No, he's not. Hardly.
He's outside of it.
Barely in the Des Moines
He's
area.
barely in Iowa.
I'm in Iowa.
Yeah, Park's more in Iowa than Owen.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Wait, what?
How long and how expensive is it for me to take the head to, where'd you say, the warden's room or hall or whatever?
How expensive is it?
I
It
assume I
shouldn't
can't
be
walk there.
expensive.
Yeah,
It's
just
like a 15-minute walk.
it's where you keep finding the bounty boards.
I haven't been to the bounty boards because it's always like 4 people that go, and so someone needs to stay. Where's the maps? Yeah.
It's one plateau up and like three districts over or something. It's
Yeah, but I
pretty
thought the
close.
plateaus you had to take like a shuttle or something between them.
Yeah, it's on the same plateau. It's just on the one level above.
It's on the Memphis plateau.
Yeah, the middle Memphis.
No, we don't have that map.
No, but it's just right above us, basically.
I'm gonna,
And I think if you want a cab between places, you have to pay, but otherwise you just walk.
Right. All right, I'm gonna walk. I'm gonna take the head over there.
Okay. You just bring it into the office.
Unless you
throw
wanted
it down on the
the,
desk.
unless you wanted to get the story first before I potentially get rid of the head.
I think we should do the story first.
Yeah,
All
let's
right.
go.
Go now.
So I want to head to the newspaper guy and tell him that we would like to tell him a story about and a description of the creature that has been killing people down in the cog.
What, you mean the black market butcher?
Yeah, as you know, with your awesome help, we've been investigating, and we had a couple of our members ran into the creature in the middle of the night. It was in their house, and it left a severed head with a note for us to keep our nose clean and leave them alone.
You've been
So they-
threatened by the black market butcher himself and live to tell? Oh, certainly.
Yeah.
We would love to interview you for a story.
What would
Hey,
be
Sarah,
like our cut?
come
to
over
the
here.
story?
Take a picture of that head. She pulls out like
They don't
this
have the head.
She just has this magical tube.
I have the head.
Yeah,
Yeah,
with
you're
us.
there too.
Just come with us, and then we'll go up to the bounty hunter or
Right.
to the guards.
All right, fine.
So she points a tube at it, pushes a button,
I'll step
goes,
in the way and tell
click.
them we need some money first.
and then she unfurls the tube, and it's just a picture of Airvax. Just like, hey, what are you doing, mister? Get out of the way.
We
Wait,
need a
you
little bit
want
of
what?
money for the story.
How much you selling the story for?
5 gold.
I was gonna say 3 or 4.
Way more than that.
5 gold. That's
Are you
great.
nuts?
For a newspaper?
Yes.
What, you think we're just gonna make money off of this? Well, this is a newspaper business, son.
Yeah.
Everything's going
It's
into
called negotiation.
everything's going into Twitch streaming advertisements these days. Hey, make sure to
wish.
like and subscribe to this page.
3 gold. And we can give you a story. Did we already tell them about the house with the missing girl?
No, but that's probably not necessarily related. Well, it is, but we don't need to tell them that yet.
Sure. Well, I mean, we haven't gotten wind of this survivor. That's interesting. Yeah, 3 gold will work. We'll need pictures of you and this severed head. Would you like to remain anonymous, or can we actually print your name?
We should probably remain anonymous if this
Then we're gonna have to
severed
get
head.
it down to 2 gold. I think it's gonna be a lot less credible unless we got a name to the face in the story.
I don't know. We could always just tell them to send
Guys, it's publicity.
inquiries to DedEx.
We don't want that.
Because it's not keeping our nose clean.
Well, more like every schmuck who thinks he's ever been wronged by the black market butcher is going to come and talk to us.
And if we get a good tip from it, it's worth it.
We can charge them all gold.
Wait, you're gonna charge the people affected by the black market butcher gold to appear in your building? That's downright devious. But I can't judge. Listen, I'll give you 2 gold for the story if you're anonymous, 3 gold if you give your name.
I'll let Joe decide since he's going to be in the picture.
We'll go with 3. I'll go ahead and use my name, not DedEx.
Yeah, just your name personally. Okay.
Yep.
Sure. Yeah, here. Let Sally take the photo.
All right before they snap the photo, I'm
Could be
going
good
to activate my
publicity for
Radiant
us.
Soul.
It'd be good publicity if you use
what
DedEx.
are you doing with it?
Right before they take the picture,
So
I'm
you have-
activating Radiant Soul, so I have fiery eyes
And your wings.
and wings.
Okay. And Funk is just standing there.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
He's just jealous of my wings.
All right. Perfect.
That would be an understatement, but yes.
Oh yeah, so they take the picture, write it all down, interview you, takes most of the afternoon. And then they're fit to print. This will be in next week's paper, of course.
That's probably for the best.
Do we want to head up to the towers now and you can give them the head?
Oh wait. Yeah, not this day. Okay. Yeah, you can go to the Warden Towers. Yeah. So you head up to the office.
Yep.
What do you do?
I hold up the head and say, "Do you recognize this person?"
Whoa, Jesus! What? What are you doing by that?
God.
Gods! What are you doing with that?
I found it.
You're like in a room full of guards. They all sort of like put their hands on their weapons.
Good job.
What do you mean you found it?
I mean, I found it.
2 people come up from behind you and grab you one each arm and just sort of throw you to the ground as they put shackles on you.
Do I hear them approaching me?
Make a perception check.
That one.
Yes.
All right, I fly up.
You don't still have that activated. It only lasts a minute.
Oh, damn it, I thought it was an hour. I always forget that.
If only.
It feels like an hour in combat.
If I could have shifted for an hour, that would have been
It
amazing.
was like a day in combat.
What combat? What's combat?
So the guards grab you and sort of throw you to the ground.
They don't even have to grapple check?
No.
What is
There's
this
enough of them.
BS?
You were caught unawares.
I totally saw them coming.
Not. You just perceived them coming.
That's so dumb.
Okay, fine. I'll make a grapple check. Hey, they succeeded.
Yeah, no way. They probably rolled like a D100.
Yeah. Well, they're great. They're great guards. They're dire guards.
Dire guards.
I only keep them in the office because why not?
DM advantage, not fair.
Yep, exactly.
Quick, Stunk, shoot him in the knee.
They pick you up.
Oh, I'm
and
not
drag
getting
you
involved.
Into the nearest office, and Jerome Mayweather's sitting there, and he's like, "No, what have we here?"
I found it.
The 2 guards are like, "He walked in brandishing a severed head."
Yeah, I found it.
Jerome Mayweather's like, "My. I assume you're here to file the appropriate paperwork."
Yeah,
Pretty much.
that.
Okay. Where did you find this
In my
head?
bed.
In your bed.
Yep.
You found it in your bed, but
Yeah.
it's not yours.
No.
Okay.
Clearly, my head's still attached.
And why was
But,
there a severed head in your bed?
I don't know. The Disimortum put it there.
The Disimortum.
Yeah, you know, that thing. With the head.
The thing with the head.
Yeah.
I believe this case is going to be a little more severe than my office has equipped. Go ahead and take him down a few rooms. Room 8.
This guy sounds like a douchebag.
And they pick you up and they take you down to room 8 and toss you in and lock the door.
Perfect. I still have the head, though, right?
No, they definitely.
What?
Yep.
Nope. Not happening. I fight.
Meanwhile, I'm just gonna stand here and watch.
Yeah, you see him just get hauled away.
You've got this
I
under
laugh.
control. You're the good person. What the hell am I gonna do?
It's a good point. You can't even say your own words.
I cannot. Can't even use my big boy word. Here.
Yeah. All right. What are the rest of you gonna do?
Well then. I guess we'll let time pass until Joe gets out. Right? We're just kind of waiting until our assignment.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah, we're waiting till tomorrow, I guess, if no one wants to talk to Wiltrude.
I mean, you can.
All right.
Stop you.
It's the next day.
Did they even answer who it was?
Not to you, no.
What the fuck?
Mhm.
You guys are dicks. I just want to walk in with my severed head and get some answers.
Well, they're gonna get some answers too.
No,
Have fun
I'm
in
not telling
jail,
them
sucker.
anything.
Have fun in jail, sucker.
Alright. You're still my mortal enemy. You don't know my backstory.
I mean, I guess I can, like, vouch for you or something.
We can tell them that we're from DedEx and it was because we're getting too close on an investigation.
Yeah.
The next morning, there's a knock on the door.
Okay. Enjoy your night in prison.
I'll open the
Oh,
door.
I will.
Jerome Mayweather is standing there. Good evening.
Well, that
I
was wait.
I have a few
The
questions.
next morning. Good evening.
Good evening.
Good evening.
He loses a sense of time.
He's been in there quizzing you so long that he can't remember.
He walks into your office and pulls out a folder, puts some papers out on the table, and he says, there was an incident last night with one of your employees.
They were all there.
Yeah, he was trying to report a crime and you guys threw him in jail for it.
He is currently under arrest under suspicion of being linked with the black market butcher. Apparently, he said he had a severed head in his possession, and it would appear that it was the head belonging to an individual who was murdered 3 weeks ago.
Did he show you the note too? Because the note should.
Note?
There's a note that went with the head. If it's not with Nylander, so I'm going to assume it's somewhere in the office. I'm going to have a note that says, keep your nose clean. And tell them that the note and the head were left in their house as a warning. And then they were attacked.
Oh, I see. I did have reports that you were attempting to help with the investigation. So why was this incident not reported to us?
It was reported to you last night, and he got thrown in jail before he could explain it.
Oh, he didn't do a particularly great job explaining anything. He was just
You know
raving.
the Silver Flame and Noble. They all kind of got a stick up their butt. As soon as you threw him in jail, he wasn't going to help.
Make a deception check.
I think that's an honesty check.
Only a 10.
He's like,
Although that is basically the truth.
well, if what you say pans out, then I'm sure he'll be released eventually. I will make note here that there was a warning listed.
We can show you we could show you the crime scene if that'll get him out faster.
Yeah, we need him tonight because we have a job.
I see.
He's invaluable to us tracking down the black market butcher.
He's the only one who's had contact.
Well, in the future, if such events occur, make sure that they're reported to the proper authorities and don't report them via carrying a head into the office and screaming about it.
Nobleman, am I right?
I suppose. I bid you adieu.
Good job, Joe.
Richard takes off.
You're welcome, Joe. I
not
talked
there.
your way out of jail.
I'm still in jail.
Well, you heard me. I'm
Eventually.
trying to get you out.
Wait, so what if he's in jail?
But I
and
didn't.
the
My
other
character
people
didn't
try to
kill you, so he
redeem
still
him?
hates you.
About an hour later, there's another knock on the door.
Hello?
I'll
evening.
enter the door again.
Wallhorn is at the front. He says, all right then, are we ready to go?
Believe so.
Is it race day?
Excellent.
I forget.
Where's the guy with the glowy eyes?
He's working on another investigation, but
Scouting ahead.
the five of us can handle this job easily
He'll meet
enough.
up with us.
And I'll give him a wink.
I see. Of course. Well, let's go.
Oh, I
So-
gotta prep my spells.
He takes you to the Firelight District, which is the red light district in Lower Memphis. It's usually pretty calm during the day, with not a lot of people running around. But today it's particularly festive. There's actually a lot of like decorations hung up and stuff, and a lot of people in these tents, especially close to the edge of the plateau, where people are beginning to gather in order to watch this race. The race takes place. The race of the 8 winds throughout the city. There's several like floating pylons that are scattered about, and the contestants have to go race around each of these pylons on this designated route that's been cleared off from all traffic. And they're all sort of preparing and getting ready on some other plateau, but at some point during the middle of the race, they're definitely going to come over this area near where the Lucky Nines has set up their tent. And while people are waiting for the race to start, there's a big stage with some bands playing. At the present, it's just this really overweight half-orc woman who's singing this boisterous song accompanied by a couple drummers and a triangle. Ding, 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 ding. It's pretty entertaining, but you're pretty sure that would not be Cassie and the Shifters. And as you sort of come in and approach the tent, he pulls out a flyer that is they've been handing out some of the attendants, and he goes, "All right, so traditionally the racers fly on their own creatures or animals through the districts. Each of the districts has their own rider and animal, and they can compete for the purse. That's 8 different racers, yada yada yada. Not important. You probably don't know any of the actual racers, so I'll just summarize it like this. There's an eagle, a gargoyle, a glidewing, a griffin, a hawk, a hippogriff, an owl, and a pegasus, each with a rider, and we have to bet on the winner. I believe I'm partial to the hippogriff. I don't know. What do you guys think? What would win?
Definitely the hippogriff.
He gets you a couple, each a couple flyers.
Could I do a perception check or something, or insight check?
Sure.
To see if I know what might win. Self-guidance.
Without actually seeing the animals, it's going to be pretty hard to tell. They each have their own strengths. Some are faster in like long stretches, and others are more maneuverable. So they can cut corners and stuff a lot quicker. But they're probably all pretty evenly matched, like on a racial basis. It'd be difficult to know, again, without seeing them and knowing the skills of the riders, who would do what. He says, the Hippogriff is part of Dabberwatch and Overlook. They're the white and gold. Some of the banners around you are definitely white and gold. He's like, despite the seedy underbelly of this town, there's nothing wrong with betting for the watch, eh?
What could possibly go wrong?
Yeah.
I got no idea which one to bet on, so.
Yeah, I got nothing.
Are there any Feldegriffs?
I'm not even there, am I?
No, you're in jail.
You're definitely in jail.
Don't have to pay any attention to this.
Yeah, so you kind of go through the pamphlet a little bit. The Eagles, usually ridden on by someone from Broken Arch and Stormhold, they apparently don't win very often. There's the Gargoyle, which is from Fallen and Melon's Gate. And that's got a lot of the like Drome refugees. They ride the Gargoyle. The Glidewing is a flying dinosaur, and it's like from the halfling districts. The Griffin is from Old Keep. Its colors are brown and red. They usually put like feathers on the Griffin to make it look like streams of blood. like red streamers to make it look like there's blood everywhere.
Yeah, that's not menacing.
The hawk is from Tumble Down and Underlook. When they're light brown and dark brown. And they don't usually win either, so their odds are pretty good. Hippogriff, like I said, is the town watch. The owl is favored by a lot of the merchants and also con artists and pickpockets. And then the Pegasus is the high water, which is House Videlis's favored horse. They're like the ones who make all of the airships.
What's the weather like outside?
It is a perfect day.
Who has won the last couple games or races? I guess.
Looking back at the history, it seems pretty spread out. The eagle doesn't win very often, and the owl doesn't win a lot. But the Pegasus, the hippogriff, and the griffin win maybe more than usual. The
Definitely
gargoyle,
the
the
eagle.
glide wing, and kind of here and there.
Hmm.
The eagle has to have the best
Apparently,
odds.
it's a little bit different this year because the riders for the Pegasus and the hippogriff are new, and this will be their first time.
First timers, that's a tough gamble. They had to make it big, but I don't know. What do you guys think? Go for the long shot?
Underdog, where it's at.
I wouldn't go for too big of an underdog. I'd go for like one of the three that wins the most often.
Yeah.
No, not like the eagle or the owl.
While they're deciding, could I ask the dude to view his pouch of holding?
The
Look at
bag.
Yeah, I just want to
No,
look
you
at
may
it.
not.
I want to look at it to make sure if we lose you or it, then I can find it.
Excuse me?
Just in case.
No.
Or shit.
You schmuck. I say let's go for the hippogriff. Sounds like a good plan.
That sounds good.
Go for what?
The hippogriff.
Sounds good to me.
That was my choice as well. Are you guys interested in placing any bets?
Oh yeah, let's do it with all. No, I'm kidding.
I don't want to lose the money we do have.
Right.
So
Okay.
Are there any like hedges we can make? Like no matter what, who wins, the odds break out a little bit.
You can bet on them to show or place as well. So if they got top 2 or top 3, the payout won't be as well, or as good, but it's still we'll get you something.
I mean, that would be a pretty safe bet. We could bet on one of the top 3 and that's in the top 3. It's a reasonably safe bet. I didn't bring any money with us, but
I still wouldn't bet a ton.
yeah, we'll
I don't think we
refrain.
really need to bet, do we? Let's just. If
I
we
mean,
just complete the job and we win, so.
Well, if we can't complete the job, it would be an important way of making sure you guys don't lose your lives, literally.
I just chuckle.
I don't mind.
Again.
Jay, who would you bet for?
Oh, hey, Jay.
All right, there's a bit of a delay, so we'll wait. Da, 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 da. He's like, I don't care. All right, so nobody else here is gonna bet. Just poor old.
I mean, I don't have any money.
yeah, I mean,
gave all our money away,
you've
right?
definitely wasted your souls before.
I will give my spear. Can I trade my spear in as a bet item?
No,
Collateral.
Well,
no, you gotta
and I
exchange
have
your
nothing
money.
to give.
I think Stunk has like 20 gold and random walking around money, but
Yeah, I cashed that in last time we were there because we got paid.
oh, okay. How much total do we have between all of our different gold?
We have about 250.
Yeah, there is a
Okay.
tent represented by the bank, so you would be able to make a withdrawal here.
Jay said
Well-
on odd, whatever that means.
Bet on
I mean-
odd.
He makes a good point.
Yeah, it's very helpful.
Hippogriffs are odd, but so are gargoyles.
They're all a little odd.
Eagles and owls aren't. That's why they lose all the time.
Yeah, that's true.
Tell Jay he really knows his stuff.
I'm impressed.
What'd Jay say?
Bet on
I'm
odd.
gonna get a wait.
Oh, he's he's watching SmackDown. He's not actually listening to us. Great. So you let him go and make his bet. You're not gonna make a withdrawal and bet on anything.
Nope.
Okay.
But I'm going to trail after Wallhorn while he's walking up to the tent to bet.
Well, sure. He goes up to like the window and unfortunately he's got it's like a pretty private little area for him to pull out his gold and place his bet. So you can't like eavesdrop or anything, but he appreciates that you're right there and watching after him and making sure no one robs him.
Is anyone else around?
Did
anyone
anybody else go with him?
Oh yeah, I'm there.
Damn it.
Yep.
Okay.
I'm standing next to him the whole time.
Yeah. Okay, he goes and places his bet.
I'll just
And then after he comes out of his tent, he goes, yes. And he sort of points at the main stage tent or stage area where a band of shifters has come on and they are beginning to play this song that's apparently quite popular with the crowd. There's some wind players, a lutist, and then a female shifters singing in this screechy but oddly appealing tone. And he mentioned, and he like leans over to Aravax and he says, "See the lute player right there, sitting on the right?
Yep.
That's the guy. As soon as the shifters broke big, he dropped me as a client and picked up the manager of a couple of the other guys. Totally cut me out. Didn't give me my cut for him making it big. What an asshole."
That is a pretty asshole thing to do.
Man,
Yep. And then he just sort of grumbles and walks towards the edge of the plateau to get a better view. The rest of you all just hang out. Are you gonna participate in the festivities at all, or are you gonna focus on hanging out with him?
I only watch Wallhorn.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, it seems pretty crowded. There's a lot of people here. A lot of them are in the theater district. Seem to be either supporting the Glide Wing, the Owl, or the Hawk. The Hawk seems to be like a big favorite of people who like rooting for the underdogs, and a lot of the people here are underdogs themselves. There's very little support at all for the Hippogriff that you guys bet on. Apparently, people in the red light district not big fans of the watch. After a little while, the shifters end up stopping their play, and everybody begins to push forward towards the edge of the plateau, and it's clear that the race is about to begin. There's like a big booming voice that begins to announce the different racers and the mounts that they're riding. It's all just what's in the program that you guys were handed.
Sure.
But there's a lot of like cheering and fanfare. It's like the entire city is stopping to watch this magnificent race. After a moment, there's a loud tone, and the racers begin flying through some district not anywhere near you. But there's a play-by-play announcer ringing out, talking about how each of the different mounts is doing. The Hawk gets off to a really good start, but then the Gargoyle knocks it into the side of a building. And it continues, but it falls way behind. There's a big battle between the Eagle, the Griffin, and the Pegasus, and the rider of the Pegasus is apparently shooting a crossbow out after the rider of the Griffin, which apparently is legal.
What the hell are we watching?
Fight Club on him.
Yeah.
Wallhorn begins to explain a little bit that they aren't allowed any normal weapons and they aren't allowed to cast magical spells, but they are given sort of a crossbow thing that they can use to shoot at each other. It doesn't do a lot of damage, but over time it'll do some damage, and it just makes everything a little bit more exciting. They begin racing and eventually do come streaming past you, where the Gargoyle and the Hawk and the Hippogriff seem to be the top three in the lead, with the Pegasus behind. And everyone around you is like screaming and hollering and holding up tickets and going, "Come on, come on, come on!" The race lasts 7 minutes and it's still going, and then 8 minutes and it's still going. But apparently they're coming around on lap 3, and it's just about to end. And the Eagle has made its way back up towards the front.
Are we for the Eagle?
You were for the Hippogriff. The Hippogriff is 2 spots behind it, and they are screaming around a bend, and the rider of the Pegasus gets shot off of the Pegasus, and there's this big gasp from the crowd.
Oh shit, son.
The Gargoyle begins making a move and pulls ahead, and then like right at the last second, the rider of the Griffin fires a bolt that the Eagle dodges, and it hits the rider of the Gargoyle, knocking the rider of the Gargoyle off as well. And the Eagle ends up going through and winning, which is
What did I say? Come on.
huge surprise. There's like a few people in the crowd who are just incredibly happy and jumping up, but the general consensus is that not a lot of people were rooting for the Eagle. So yeah, there's a few people who are like running up to cash out, and unfortunately, Wallhorn's like, "Oh, dang it! The Hippogriff didn't show up at all. Stupid Town Watch. Never betting on them again." I mean, he looks
Damn.
pretty disgruntled. He's like, "Well, it was a good race anyway. Pretty exciting."
Yeah, that was a hell of a race.
He's like, "Damn, the Eagle? The Eagle never wins."
Womp womp.
Should have bet an eagle.
Yeah, I suppose I should. I guess I don't need escorted back to the bank. We're gonna head home though. I don't need all of you if just a couple of you want to come.
Yeah, sure. We'll go home.
All right.
I think
Yep.
I thought I said visibility on you.
During the race, or I wanted to cast that at 3rd level on Sunken Eye, so we could just kind of slink away.
Oh, sure. You can do that.
Can we head towards the, I want to make my way towards the back of the stage, looking for the shifters.
Yeah, sure. They're still on the stage during the race, just sort of like watching. And then once the race ends, they begin to play one last song.
Oh, okay.
Just to sort of play out the crowd as they begin heading out.
You know, because of course they do.
So the three of you that are remaining, Abelix and Yekel and Al Pacino are gonna take Wallhorn back.
Yep.
All right. He's seems pretty disappointed and disgruntled, but he's like, "Hey, you only truly lose if you don't play, right?"
Yeah.
I'll smile.
Yeah. Ah, damn it. Well, hopefully you guys have a little bit more fortune than I do.
I wouldn't, count your luck, but I'm not
I'll
there.
say our fortune was tied with you.
Yeah. Sure. And you walking back. There's no incident. There seems to be a lot of disgruntled people. This district wasn't pulling for the Eagle at all, even though it's a fan favorite. In some of the other districts, like across the way, there was some people who were really excited about the tournament events, but not so much in this area.
Bummer. What? Who is representing the Eagle, or who does the Eagle represent?
Let me look it back up. The districts of Broken Ark and Stormhold. So they, them.
They exist.
Yeah. The brown and gold.
At least we got 10 gold out of it, right, guys?
Oh, yeah. I forgot about that. And he hands you the 10 gold. Where's the bird? Doesn't he usually take payment?
I'll take it in this case.
Yeah, I'll give it to you then. Thank you. See ya at the show.
Yep. See you then.
Okay. So
Yeah, reeks of suspicion.
Funk and Aravax have waited, and the majority of the crowd is cleared out, and the Cassie and the Shifters have stopped playing. You see everyone putting away their instruments, and they head over to one of the drink stands and talk there for a little bit, having a couple drinks after the show, and then they begin to split up and go their separate ways. probably 2 hours later, you eventually see the loot player slink away. He's definitely had a couple more drinks than
Officially end date.
some of the others, but he begins heading out.
Cool.
I think we're gonna follow him.
Yep.
Sure.
Let's do it.
Do you want to make a sneaking check?
Yeah, let me take care of that.
Do
What
we-
could
do we wanna
possibly go
sneak, or
wrong?
do we want to sneak, or do we want to deceive and pretend to be really drunk?
No, we want to sneak.
Happen to go the same way. Okay.
We want to sneak because we don't want to alert him, and we don't want to.
No, Funk makes the
be
roll
seen.
with disadvantage since he's got to
Okay.
help you.
Sweet.
He still does way better than you would have done. So, he's able to help you sneak across, and you follow him as he apparently has a home here in the red light district. And he gets there, and he pulls out his key and unlocks the door. And
Before he
I-
unlocks the door, I will
I,
shoot a bow or shoot an arrow at his loot.
his loot case.
Well, yeah.
Sure. Make a attack roll.
Easy people.
Oh, not amazing.
So you miss and hit the door right by his head.
Just,
And he-
accidentally.
He spins around and he's like, "What? Hey, what?" And he's like looking around. He doesn't see where you came from.
How far away are we from him?
You could run up to him in a turn. So 30 feet.
Am I within like 15 feet, so I could just bonus action Misty Step up to him?
Sure.
Okay, then I will burn my other spell slot to bonus action Misty Step in front of the door, so he can't get in, and I will attempt to grab him.
Okay. Make a grapple check.
Athletics?
Sure. You're able to
Or-
grab onto him. He's so shocked and surprised. He isn't expecting you to appear behind him and grab him. He's like, what's up? No autographs.
I will just tell him to set the loot down because we don't want that to get hurt.
He's like, yeah, sure, man. Take it if you want. Just let me be.
I'll ask him how much gold he has on him.
It's all in the case. It's all in the case. Just take it all. Don't hurt my hands.
Bunch of threatening him about his hands. It'd be a shame if something happened to them.
I'll tell him that when people get cut out in business, it'd be unfortunate if one of their friends happened to trip and step on his hand or something.
What are you talking about?
Oh, just certain managers don't like it when they don't get their cut.
What? You talking about Wallhorn? Man, I fired him because he kept showing up drunk.
Oops.
He's a gambler.
He was holding me back. I didn't cut him out.
Take the gold. Don't
can
ask
I-
any more questions.
Can I do an insight to see if he's telling the truth?
Sure. Oh, you think he's definitely telling the truth?
Well then,
I mean, you don't just stop mugging someone halfway. You at least got to finish the mug. We'll talk.
Oh,
about
yeah,
it.
no.
yeah.
Was that
Well,
true?
in that case, I will open up the loot case and just grab the gold.
Okay. So you open up the loot case and there's several things in it. First of all, there's the loot.
Summertime.
A gnarl jack.
There's also a compartment in it which has a bag of gold, which you can pull out. And he also has a well, it looks like some sort of robe or outfit of some sort.
Ooh, it could be the shadow weed stuff or whatever that stuff's called.
Was he wearing that on stage?
Ooh.
He's not wearing currently what he was wearing on the stage. No.
I'll ask him what the robe is.
Ask, just take it.
It's just like a costume. It only's got changes for when I perform.
Did he say it changes for when he performs?
Yeah,
That's exactly what we need, except on the
so we can switch between different outfits during the show. Come on, you know that.
Is it imprinted?
I mean, yeah, it's got my outfits on them.
Do you
It's
have
not
any?
valuable to you. It's only. Come on.
Do you have any that isn't imprinted yet?
No, that wouldn't be useful. Can't even buy that.
I kind of want to take it anyway.
I mean, we may as well just take the whole loot, right?
Well, we should leave him as instrument. None of us can play.
Says you.
But I mean, it would probably sell for a lot.
Yeah, have him autograph it.
And then there's a final item in the bag. You pull it out, and it looks like a can of some sort with a button on the top of it.
I'm definitely not pressing the button, and I'm pulling it away so he can't, just in case it's like a trap or something.
Okay. He's like, oh man, that's just an advertisement. That is nothing. That doesn't do anything for me.
Whatever.
I'll tell him he can find it a couple blocks away from here if he looks carefully.
What? Come on.
Nope, we'll leave you your loot.
You are the worst mugger ever. Just take it and run.
We'll leave
bring
you
back.
your loot, and we won't break your hands. Now get out of here.
Oh, okay. He's like,
But he's home.
You're in front of me. I need to get through here into the door.
You're the worst mugger.
Whatever.
I'm confident you've never done this before, and it makes me happy.
He like picks up he closes the case and picks it back up.
But I take the gold and the shift weave
And not the can, or are you taking it?
Take it all.
and the can.
Just
and
take
the
the whole
can.
case.
Okay.
He can have his instrument, and I won't break his hands.
Okay. Are you taking the case too, or are you just taking the instrument out of the case?
Just taking the stuff out of the case.
Okay, so he gets the case and the instrument.
Oh, keep the case.
fine.
Okay, cool.
You're the worst.
You guys are
So
jerks.
he like closes the case and picks it up, and he's like, "Come on, can I just go inside?"
Yep. And then I'm gonna take off running.
Okay. He like spends time trying to pull the arrow out, and it's apparently that he can't quite get it out, and he just goes back inside and locks the door behind him. All right,
Can't imagine why that would be.
Airfax and Thunk run off when they're semi-successful
God damn it.
mugging.
We don't need his musical instrument. I told Adam the guy wouldn't get hurt. He didn't get hurt. He just got mugged.
It's true. So what are you doing with the can?
In his house?
When we're a couple blocks away, I will press the. Well, I want to inspect it first. Does it look like it's like an advertisement? Does something come out, or is it
It's like,
is
well,
it like
it's
an
like
air
a
horn?
little it's a can, and on the button there's a small little arrow pointing towards one direction.
I will. How far away are we from his house?
As far as you want to run.
Okay. I want to make sure we're not like an easy earshot.
Sure.
And I will point the arrow away from us and press the button.
Okay. On the wall near you where you are pointing it, there appears to be a logo that says Cassie and the Shifters, and it's like a kind of like a coat of arms for that band specifically, and it just appears in an image on the wall. So after you click it once, the image appears, and then it's just there. Even as it's not like being projected. It's just there now.
Oh, so it's like we just tagged the wall.
Yeah.
We could do that with our logo though.
DedEx, yeah, that'd be awesome.
If we brought that back to Yekel to modify it.
Sure.
How much gold did we get?
Are you gonna count it here in the alleyway?
No, we can wait till we get back. Right, Clint or Thunk?
Definitely.
Okay. I'll just hand it to Thunk so he has it, so Abelix doesn't see us like counting it in the office. He can count it at home or something.
Okay.
Do I have the ability
so
to
it
listen to
begins.
it jingle and guess how much is in it?
I don't believe you do.
Damn, that would be awesome.
Yeah, it would.
Otherwise, I think we just try to head back without going back past his house.
Okay. Yeah, you're able to come back. Again, it's like 3 hours after the rest of the group gets back.
Yeah, no, sounds good.
Yep, cool.
Cool. So yeah, once you're able to get on the down low away from Abelix's prying eyes, you're able to count it all out, and you get 123 gold pieces.
Whoa,
Holy fuck!
crime does pay.
We're
At least we bought my soul back. Screw the other guys who robbed.
Yeah, unfortunately, it's not quite how it works, but you said 123, correct?
Yep.
Can we... We're getting pretty close then, right? We needed 300 or did we need 5?
I think we needed 5.
Okay. Can we try out the shift
we're
weave?
at, like,
Is it already...
400 then, right?
We're at
What'd you
like
say, Michael?
373.
We should be at like 400 because we got like 25 or something the other night.
Oh,
from,
you got another 10, so we should be at like 385 to 390 maybe.
No, that's
Yeah.
including the 20 that we got from the other night.
Yeah,
Okay,
but
and-
there's 10 from today from Wallhorn.
Oh, that's true. Good point. I
So
forgot
we
about that.
should be like 380 something.
Yeah, 385.
Yeah, okay.
Good call.
We try to sell that shift weed before he reports it stolen or something.
Does that shift weave, is it imprinted? Like if
Yeah,
I put it on, does it
It
change?
has 3 outfits on it that you can cycle between. They're all very apparent, like costumes for that band. Like 2 of them even have the band's logo on them.
Yeah, it's not particularly helpful.
Well, we can still save it for like if we're ever in another country or something. You can always sing and wear that, and you'll look legit.
Look, I'm not a shifter this time, all right?
You don't have to be a shifter to wear a cloak. Just say that was part of your old band and sing some of Kodash's songs.
But that's like part of the whole logo is the shifter bit. Well, maybe not the logo itself, but
It says
Just
the
saying.
band's name is Cassie and the Shifters.
Yeah, so say your name is Cassie. You're fine.
I'm not a shifter anymore. That's the bigger problem.
Cassie and the shifters. It doesn't say Cassie is a shifter.
It's true.
Either way, shift weave could come in handy. And we obviously won't be able to sell it now.
All right. Well, that'll bring us to the conclusion of today's game. Is there anything else you guys want to say before we leave? Maybe about a certain missing party member?
Joe, no. I mean, he deserves it.
Okay, good.
I mean, I guess we can go check on him and see if he's out yet.
He's definitely not back at the base yet.
I will walk up to the Warden Towers.
I'll go with him.
As
All right.
well.
Yeah, you guys head up there to the Warden Towers.
Is Jerome or the other guy in his office?
Yeah, Jerome's there, filling out paperwork. You sort of get the feeling like he never leaves.
Yeah, I can see that.
Handy for us. I'll knock on the door and ask if Nylandris has been released yet.
Oh, yes. Well, I suppose we better. We can't actually prove that he did anything wrong. We even subjected him to several Zone of Truths and truth-telling serums, and the man apparently just thought it was wise to walk into the town watch and wave a head around, claiming it was his.
We never claimed he was a smart man.
He's not
culture.
wise in the ways of the world. He was pretty sheltered growing up.
I suppose
It's a
so.
completely different culture.
It wasn't.
Well,
You're a nobleman. They're all sheltered rats.
I was exiled.
Yeah. Sheltered.
It's not even remotely the same thing.
well, I suppose we can release him back into your custody. Just make sure he's well. Get him the medical treatment he needs.
Oh, most certainly.
I nod very solemnly.
Matthew, come here. Go find Nylandris. He's the one with the burning eyes. Yeah, yes, the one who got all ragey and started flying around his room. Yes, that one.
Matthew, be a dear and tell him Aravac saved his butt. That'll really get under his skin.
Yeah, sure. Give us back. Nylandris, Aravax is here to bail you out.
I think I'll stay.
Okay, then. He shuts the door and comes back out. He wants to stay.
All right, screw him.
Sorry, he
Oh,
meant Thunk was here to
dear,
bail him out.
dear.
Combat, I'll go
Alright.
like.
You could tell him that
Is it
Ablex
fast
says
or
he's
no?
fired if he doesn't leave.
Can't fire me.
He comes back in. He opens up the door and he says, Abelix says you will be relieved of your duties if you don't show up at work tomorrow.
I mean, can't really leave, so
You can leave.
I'm locked in this cage.
I have unlocked this cage.
Right,
This
but
schmuck.
Airvax has to leave first.
Oh, for Christ's sake.
Yes, I will let him know. Come on. Out you go. Here, boy.
I turn around as if looking for a dog.
Drunks. He walks back to the front office. He says, Aravax must leave first, and then he'll come out.
Can I take a stealth to hide in the corner?
Sure. You like stand behind the potted plant. Yeah, he's okay. He walks over. He's definitely gone and not hiding behind a potted plant.
I see him behind that plant.
You can't
Get back
see
in the
him unless you
hallway.
get out of the room. Divine sense undead.
Am I 60 feet away from the cell?
Jerome, can I just kill him? No, you may not. Job. Well, you please.
I mean, I'm all for it.
If you don't leave by the count of 5, I'm just gonna shut the door. 1, 2. He like gives a heavy, heavy sigh. 3, 4.
Right as he starts to say 5, I walk out.
God damn it! Shuts the door after you leave.
You're
And
the
then he walks
worst.
down the hallway to the other way, and he's like, "Go back that way."
Whoa, wasn't I under total cover anyway? Since there was like walls in between us.
You rolled a 9.
But there was walls in between
There were
us.
walls.
I'm not
in
that blind.
Yeah, but your sense wouldn't work very well because I'm under total cover, so you don't know exactly where I am.
Until
It
I
could
get
be
out
any-
there.
It could be any undead hiding behind a ponic plant.
Yeah, totally.
Okay. So you retrieve Nylandris, and you head back to the office as I expedite this before anyone does anything stupid.
I jump on his back and make him give me a piggyback ride.
And you're both dead.
I stab you in the face.
Divided next to it.
Joke's on you, I'm already dead. I'll be back.
Oh, man, that's true.
I
I'm
wasn't really
19.
here this week.
That's because you freaking went and got yourself arrested like a nincompoop. But anyway,
Funny
thanks
how
for
that happened.
watching, everybody. Email the show at dedexinc@gmail.com and talk about how much you love our show. And follow us on Twitter. And catch up on our old episodes at YouTube at dedexinc.
Do Thunk and I get any mugging XP?
No, you get mugging gold.
He's got a point.
Okay.
But everybody gets 50 experience for protecting Wallhorn.
From himself.
I
From
am
him.
not.
Well, you didn't protect him from himself. He's deep in debt now with the wrong people.
Cool.
Is he?
I
Shit.
imagine it's everyone except me.
Yeah, he's definitely not in debt with you. No, you get 50 experience for... No, you don't get 50
I
experience.
wasn't even remotely involved. I
This
tried
is
to
your
have some
punishment.
fun, and then you're like, nope, you're in jail. Bye.
Yeah, no having fun in this game. This isn't Owen's game. This is a game devoid of fun.
I've noticed.
Don't worry, they'll be fighting someday.
Yeah. They'll be fighting of a creature that there's no possible way we can kill or get near.
Yeah.
I totally could have killed it.
Okay, turning the stream off now. Bye.
Bye!
Bye.